Hey everyone, and welcome back to Carmona Homeschool of 3. I'm so excited to be filming more videos for this channel. I'm seriously so excited about this channel. I've been wanting to do all kinds of filming, but it's been such a rough week with the baby. He's just like going through something, probably a growth spurt, and he's not sleeping well and stuff like that. So it's been really hard to film content for this channel and even my main channel. But today I wanted to do like a mid-year check-in or update type video. I've never done one of these before. I've never done one of these before, so if I ramble or if I don't have much to say, I'm sorry. I feel like it could go either way. So let's just, first of all, if you're new here to this channel, hi, I'm Emily and I'm a mom of 3. I have a daughter who's in 2nd grade, she's 8 years old, and I have a 2-year-old who we do some preschooling with, and I have a little boy who just turned 4 months 5 days ago. So I thought that basically we're just going to be updating on my 2nd grader because she's the one I do the majority of our school with right now. And I do have some things that have changed with her, things I've added in, so we can go ahead and talk about all that. So anyway, let's go ahead and jump into this video. I basically, we're doing really well with our 2nd grade year. Kindergarten, we did like a charter school half the year, and then I ended up taking her out of the charter school and we did independent homeschooling, and I struggled with her because she just wasn't ready for reading, and so that kind of melded over into our 1st grade year as well. And then 2nd grade, it was just like ta-da, like the light came on for her, and she's just been doing extremely well with reading, independent reading, sounding out words by herself. And that's been our biggest accomplishment this school year, is she just like blossomed in reading. I gave her a reading test, a reading assessment online, and she scored at a 4th grade reading level. So I mean, that's amazing. It's a huge change, and it's something I'm so proud of her for. I don't even take the credit for it because I just feel like she did it on her own. I don't even know how to explain it. I just feel like I was struggling so much with her, trying to figure out what am I doing wrong? What am I not giving her that she needs in order to be able to read by herself? But she just wasn't ready at the time, and when she was ready, it just clicked, and it was like she just figured it out on her own, and I'm just so proud of her for that. Like, that's our huge accomplishment this year, is that she learned how to read independently and not struggle so much, and she loves to sit down now and read chapter books by herself and stuff like that. She's so proud of herself, and I'm so happy for her. So that's our big like update of this year, and I know she's been able to read for months now, but we're doing this check-in, so I figured I mentioned that in my 2nd grade curriculum, pick video. I'll link that down below. That's on my other channel. I can't move it here, but anyway, so let's talk about what I've added in. So if you've watched my 2nd grade curriculum video, I started her on the Evan Moore Skill Sharpeners grammar and punctuation, but I started her on grade 1 because last year we did not do a grammar curriculum, and I didn't want her to miss anything. I didn't know if it was going to start her from a 2nd grade level or if it was just going to kind of be like like a overall of what she should know by 2nd grade. So I started her at grade 1. We finished that about a week ago, and I'm about to start her on grade 2. I really enjoy these books for her. She really enjoys them, and this is a super easy, this is like independent work for her. I have her do 2 pages a day. One thing I did do that I created with grade 1 is I created a test packet. So this is available in my TPT store, Teachers Pay Teachers. I'll leave the link down below. But this is, I created a test packet for grade 1 because there's no testing in here, and it's kind of like you have a little section. As you can see, they're different colors. You have purple, orange, green, and every section they kind of go over a few things and then they move on to something else in the next section. And so I wasn't sure if she was, sorry, I kicked the table there. I wasn't sure if she was actually understanding, like remembering and grasping everything that she was learning. So I went ahead, and I believe it's every 3 sections. So green, orange, purple, it could have been every 4, either every 3 or every 4 sections. I came up with a test. So there is a total of 5 tests in the pack, and it's $2 on my store. So you can go ahead and grab that if you want it. I only have 1st grade up right now. I'm gonna go ahead and create the 2nd grade pack as well for the workbook. But it definitely helped me see what she was understanding and what she wasn't, because there was the first test that I gave her, she failed completely. I think, well, she got like a D, but she didn't understand what the heck was going on. And that's what I thought was kind of going on, because she would just do 2 pages a day and move along. So I love these workbooks, and she loves them and enjoys them. But I did the testing to kind of give to give me an idea, like I said, of what she's actually storing in there, and then to also build upon what she was learning in this book. Great, my battery's gonna die. So I also do more like, I work more on grammar with her. We mostly do it on this board right here. I'll just, write out sentences and have her like underline adjectives, or come up to the board and write me a sentence that includes an adjective or a noun, like whatever it is that we're working on. So I just do a little more filler work with these books, but these are really good base. You just need a little bit more, I think. Unless your child completely is grasping everything and remembering everything, then that's fine. But yeah, so we are going to start on grade 2. I think I'm going to do a flip through of this book before we start it. That way it's not written in, and that way you can see what these look like on the inside if you are curious. So another thing I plan on adding in that I just got in the mail is this Skills Sharpeners Science. I do believe this is a new book that they came out with. I do think it's a new book. It doesn't say new. It does say that it is aligned to the next generation science and current science standards, which is really important, because in my state that we live in Oregon, and we are required to do testing at certain grade levels for her. Anyway, so we're going to go ahead and add this in. I thought this would just be something to help with our science, because the way I planned on doing science this year was using this giant science workbook and kind of building unit studies for science. But sometimes I just don't have the time to build a unit study every week. It takes a lot of work, especially if you're not buying a unit study, to put it all together. You have to rummage through Pinterest and find all these things. And like, if we're gonna do a unit study, I'm that kind of person that I'm like, I'm gonna have coloring pages, and I'm gonna have crafts, and I'm gonna have this kind of activity, and I'm gonna have a science project to go with it, and I'm gonna, if it's about animals, we're gonna learn about their habitat and all that kind of stuff. So I don't have time to do that every week like I wanted to with this, which I really love this book, you guys. If you have not seen this one, I can do a flip through of it as well, but Mama Shmoo's Homeschool Reviews did a flip through of it, and that's where I found this book. It is included in our curriculum. But anyway, so when I don't have time to pull together a science unit for the week, I am planning on just substituting with this. So yeah, I'll do a flip through of this, since I think this is a pretty new book, and if you want to see it, like I said, I'll do a flip through of it. So let me know down in the comment section if that would be something you're interested in seeing inside this book. But basically that's what I've added in, is just the science, and then we're starting on grade 2 of our grammar. She really enjoys these, so I'm sure she will enjoy this. Other than that, we are still doing all of our same curriculum. We haven't dropped anything. I will say, as I mentioned in my 2nd grade curriculum video, our geography always seems to be the subject that gets pushed back. So we're still using, we are still using the beginning geography book by Evan Moore, and I absolutely love this book, definitely recommend it. It comes with 2 maps in it as well, which I have that one over there. Oh, you can't see it. This continents and oceans, and this is landforms and bodies of water. So I recommend this book for sure. But yeah, so this always seems to be the curriculum though that gets pushed back, but it's such a good curriculum. Let me tell you, I love it. I mean, it's such a good workbook. It's not technically like a full curriculum, but I mean, I think it's enough for, it's considered kindergarten through 2nd. But yeah, I think it's a really great book and a great start for geography as well. So that, like I was saying, this is our one subject that always seems to get pushed back. I'm trying to roll geography into other subjects rather than just sitting down to do geography, because sometimes it just gets pushed out of the way because I'm like, okay, math is so important, spelling is so important, reading is so important, independent reading time is so important, our grammar is so important. And so you guys, so this one always just gets, you know, what can I say? I'm going to tell you, you're not going to find a perfect homeschooling mom here on this channel. I am not that mom that has every single thing planned out. And even when I do plan things out, not everything goes as planned. Not everything goes as planned. I could plan the whole month out like I did with our January unit studies for our Antarctic animals. I had every day planned what animals we're going to learn this week, what animals we're going to learn next week, what animals we're going to do, what we're going to learn about their habitats and things like that, and what they eat. And, you know, the thing is it doesn't always work like that, especially when you have multiple ages and you have babies, little ones, and they're going through, you know, things with growth and stuff like that. Okay, like I was saying, things don't always go as planned. This little boy just woke up from his 20-minute nap apparently. The only other update I have that I just remembered I have actually is that I have decided that this spelling curriculum is just too simple for Jocelyn, and so I'm going to be ordering the 3rd grade workbook. I'm going to order that today actually. So since she has come so far in her spelling, in her reading, she can spell pretty much all of the words in here. Through the weeks that we've done in this book, she's only gotten 2 words wrong. Maybe 3. And so I just think it's not challenging enough for her, and we need to up her challenge level in spelling, because it's just so simple. It's too simple. She's like, this is easy. She's done with it in like a second. A spelling test literally takes us 3 minutes, and like that's it. And not that I want her to struggle. Like, obviously it's a good thing that she thinks this is extremely easy, but she needs a little bit more challenge. She needs a little bit more of a push, you know. We don't need to just keep going over the same words that she knows already. So if she knows them, then we need to move on to her learning new words. So this is the Evan Moore Building Spelling Skills Grade 2, the Building Spelling Skills Daily Practice by Evan Moore. It looks a little different than the normal one you find because I bought the student workbook, which is half the price of buying the the one that has technically it's just made so you can reproduce them for like a teacher who would be making copies. But I just went ahead and bought the it's called Student Practice Book, and it makes it, I think, $7.99 versus like $16.99. So So there's that. That's a little tip for you. Like I said, I'll link all these down below. They are all linked in my Amazon store under Homeschool. But I'll link all these books. But basically that's it for the update. He's staring at his feet. That's basically it for the update. I haven't watched anybody else's mid-year check-in, so I don't know what else I'm supposed to be talking about. Now he's sucking on my hand. But that's basically it. We're going to be sticking with the curriculum we have, getting through that. I will be ordering some third grade, well, looking around and starting to make my decisions for third grade curriculum for next year, and probably within like a month. I like to have that done really early. And that's it. We're just going to chug along, get our core subjects done, and yeah. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed this video. Sorry if I rambled too much. And don't forget to subscribe if you're new. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye. Say bye. Can you say bye? Say bye, guys. Bye, 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 bye.